Well, what's that big orange thing in the sky? Well, it was rain stop play yesterday, that's for sure. So we're single-handedly putting the stick on. It's a ritual we do every day. If somebody decides to steal it, it's quite an effort to steer it without one of those. Anyway, here we are at the CRT point where I left a little bit last night. Not the most interesting looking buildings. CRT guys on the phone deciding their day's work. Oh. And got somebody from Cornwall in front of us. I don't know who they are. I've seen the boat a couple of times, but we're going to float across there in a minute because we've just all had a shower. Not that you want to know that, but we have. And Sue's emptying the shower out all over the pavement. She doesn't know that. So that's it. Today's the river Soar day. So we got anchor ready, and bag of bits, and we're gonna, well, hopefully find mooring place down there, so we'll be up all night driving, I suppose. We've not been, obviously, this way. We've tried to do as much research as we can. People are asking us for advice because obviously with the rain, the River Soar gets closed and the navigation gets closed off. Well, I tried to do as much reading as I could this morning. I found that it all seemed to be fine. Morning, guys. Come to look for something for me, have you? Well, you're out of luck today. I've got nothing in my pocket. Bit of chewing gum if you like. I don't know whether you'll like that very much. So we'll give it a miss. You give the bottom of the boat a bit of a clean because it needs it. Yeah, that's it. Give it a little peck. Right. While they're swimming about. Yeah, so the River Soar is the next issue. We've got to be ready for it. And oh, some babies over there. Look. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if we can zoom in. Mom and babies. You know, let's see if we can. When it's zoomed in, you can't see it. You know. Bear with. None of this is live footage, as I keep on saying. There they are. They're just woken up, obviously. And mum and babies. That. I don't know how many there are there. I saw more than one, but I could only see one on the camera. Right, well, that's nature all the way around you. And yeah, this canal up until now has been a bit reedy, if that's such a word as reedy. Lots of reeds and stuff, so not the most picturesque. But it was pleasant until it started raining bad. That's the navigation in. We were recommended that by our friends. They turned around and said, you know, it was a really nice meal there. And we never bothered because it was raining. We were quite damp. Not wet, but damp because we had the right gear on. So just put the heating on. And did ourselves a Alicum beef burger, which was very nice. Don't usually have beef burgers, but we take an exception to those because they are absolutely gorgeous. Recommended by Amy. She might be watching this. Right, well, onward and forward. We're going to float across there somehow or another. We haven't got a sideways gear, so hopefully we'll just push it and we'll float across. If we don't, I'll work out something. Back to proper lovely countryside before we get into that there den of iniquity, Leicester, apparently. Not many people are speaking highly of it. I'm sure it's not that bad. We'll find out. Just met the owner of Elton Moss #1. Well, he was previous owner, his mate's got it now. And I've lost my buddy up partner. We came down through the first lock and she waited for us to get in there. Now she's gone off with somebody else. Isn't that normal? So no longer we're higher on our Jack Jones again. Lost to a Cornishman. Well, he doesn't know how to put the cream on properly, so not all lost. Well, we're well into the day. Bridge number 101. The Soar, River Soar lays before us now. We can stop at, funnily enough, King's Lock. Not the King's Lock where the boat was built, but another King's Lock. We've made Tesco's, I don't know what you call it, a run, but we walked. And Sue, unfortunately, done something to her leg. I noticed just before we made the Tesco's run that she suddenly slowed right down. Well, walking to Tesco's, perhaps it was the thought of spending some money, I don't know. She really was in pain for some bizarre reason. And once again, you're probably thinking, you cruel man, making her do this work. She wants to do this. She'd rather do the locks and drive the boat. She says, I can't concentrate properly on the boat and it needs it. Well, I don't know how much concentration you need, because I'm not that intelligent person, so it can't be that much in concentration. Yeah, lots of things happened today. I hit a log, which was pretty scary. Knocked the boat up in the air. I went under another bush, and this one didn't brush my face. This one whacked me, and my glasses came off, went up the tree and landed on the back of the boat, just about ready to fall in. Now I am as blind as a bat without my glasses, so I don't know exactly if I've got a spare pair on the boat, but I shall make sure that I have in future. Didn't expect that to happen. Anyway, we're on the outskirts of Leicester, although I believe that we've been into Leicester. We sort of like, this is almost like a bypass all around the outside, it seems. I think the worst is yet to come. Today's been reedy and fieldy and trainy, if there's such words. It was nice open countryside a minute ago. Now we've gone back to reeds again. Some interesting little birds which I wanted to take a photograph of. The trouble is, unless you stop and do a bit of twitching, then you miss all these things really. You can't just pick the camera up. Oh, well, for those that keep on saying that my camera's the wrong way around, well, I've ordered one that might make it the right way round, okay? So the next trip, number 4, we might have the right way round. Don't hold your breath. As I said, fieldy, reedy, and pretty. Look at that, all different colours. Yellow water lilies and white water lilies. They all seem to grow in the same spot, which I suppose is normal for water lilies. Particularly more water lilies on this Leicester line than I've seen on most that I've been on. I've seen water lilies from a lot of them, but Seems to be an abundance on this canal. Yeah, the robin. They're not water lilies. Oh. I was going to show you a spectacular view of water lilies. Water's very clear now. You can see the bottom, which isn't very deep. As I said, 4 miles from Leicester, I'm beginning to hear town noises. So I think this is the last bit of loveliness, probably, before we move through the city. And out the other side, obviously. I'm not staying in Leicester for long. But, oh, water lilies, there we go. Not very colourful water lilies, but water lilies nonetheless. Sue's walked on ahead to the next lock. I think it's going to be our final lock today. As I said, the one after that, or this one that's coming, it's called King's Lock. And oh, water lilies with a flower on them. There we go, a little yellow flower. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can get in. Oh, yeah, that we could. Yeah, oh, my neck. Cool. What will I be like with a proper camera? Lethal, I should imagine. Glen Hills Nature Area. Naked women with clothes on? Who knows? Very nice. I can see the lock. Hopefully I can see my wife as well. Unless she's fallen in. Oh, Buzzy Bee. Go away, Buzzy Bee. Got to King's Lock. Observe the reading on the indicator board. We can't find any indicator board. So we've gone down anyway, because it hasn't rained all day today. I think they would have locked something. Lock 38, there we go. It's still quite rural. The house is in the distance, but not what I would thought middle of Leicester yet. We're moored on the lower side of this lock. So we were last to empty the pound out. You think that it was a good place to stop, because mooring is getting more difficult by the second or two. I would say this is quite a modern canal. Well, certainly the stuff you saw earlier on with 1930s and whatever, but this is saying quite the difference. So obviously some of it was 1797, the opening of the West Bridge in Leicester, Northampton. Although through traffic to London was not possible to 1840. There you go. King's Lock. There you go. But you saw as well as I did, a lot of these locks were built quite late. So maybe they made it double locks or did something different. I'd have to look at the history about it. Maybe they were just single locks or something. This needs to be found out. And as we progress through the history of the Great British canal system, which is fantastic. Maybe they just redesigned it in the 30s. But I would think that was the last, major building that was done on these canals, because obviously the war came along in the 40s. In the 50s, they were all closing down. Trains had taken a massive hold on the whole scenario. And now, well, the system's still here, it's still working, but some of it's in great disrepair, which is a shame. And some of it, as you've seen on the Shropshire Union, I took photographs of it there. I don't know how they ever fix that, quite frankly. But today closed to an end. It's lovely to walk. The amount of wildlife you do see, rabbits and foxes and all sorts going on everywhere. Despite the little birdies we talked about, I'm learning different names, but I've not been able to show them because, well, by the time you get your blooming camera out, that's it, they're gone. But I've seen quite a few kingfishers. They're easy to spot. They just so fluorescent blue. They pop out of a tree and fly across the canal in front of you. Again, over and done with in half a second, but a lovely looking electric blue. So there we are. So these are quite deep. So one assumes that this area now we're in is a flooding area. It's a long ways down to the water, as it normally is. Fairly sort of, you step up to your boat, now I'm stepping down to it. So there you go. End of another day. See you later.